Hey, what's up, guys? It's Higgins in Japan, and I am driving to work. It is a gloriously, wonderfully weathered Thursday morning. Actually, it's pretty gray and kind of overcast, and it's trying to rain, but it could be worse. It could be snow, and snow is terrible. So, yeah. So, anyways, just wanted to make a quick video on my drive to school. And so I came across, well, actually, shout out to Busan Kevin. He posted a link to an article on GaijinPot, which is a website that, if you aren't familiar with, they've got like, oh gosh, they've got everything about living in Japan. A lot of good information, a lot of so-so information, but yeah, obviously I'm not getting paid to talk about this. Yeah, so they've got, like, if you're trying to look for a job here in Japan, quite honestly, they've got I don't know, I've always found them to have the best selection of jobs, and it's all in English, so you don't have to worry about, you know, oh, my Japanese isn't very good, how am I going to find a job? Yeah, it's a really great website because, I mean, like, that's how I found my job. So you can find anything from teaching jobs to just pretty much any kind of job. Now, a lot of the job postings do require that you live in Japan, obviously because they want to do an interview with you and stuff like that. But they do have quite a few jobs on there that you can find that are, you know, you live overseas and, you know, whether you live in America or whatever. But anywho, so yeah, so it was an article on their website, and it's actually quite fitting that it's being posted now. I'm sure it was not a mistake. So it's getting towards the end of the year, and gonna have a lot of new teachers coming in to Japan to teach English, and the big push in Japan is to have more English teachers here by 2020 for the Olympics. So you're going to have a lot more foreigners come into Japan, and which is good, but it's also bad. But we can save that story for another day. But basically, the article, and I'll put a link to it in the description below. The article does a really good job of talking about what your role is as a teacher and as an English teacher. As an ALT or an NLT, it's really all the same. It's not, it's just a matter of a different letter. But anyways, yeah, like, basically what your role is going to be as an English teacher. So if you're going to be moving to Japan to be an English teacher, I highly, highly recommend that you read this list. Or it's not really a list, it's an article that has some really good key points in it about your behavior as a foreign citizen in Japan and your behavior as a teacher. And I've told this story before, so I'm not going to get into any details. You can go to the World Journeys podcast and listen to me get all heated about that. But yeah, I mean, I've said it before, whether you think you should be or not, or whether you think you're qualified to or not, you are representing your country when you're here in Japan, and your conduct outside of the classroom is just as important as it is inside the classroom. And yeah, so like I said, there's a story that I could tell, but I'm looking to have a good day and not get upset. So I'll put a link to that in the description below if you want to listen to the podcast that I was on about, you know, dealing with foreigners in Japan. But it's a really good article. I suggest you check it out. It's on the GaijinPot website, and also, like I said, if you're looking for a job, there's a million job postings for not just being a teacher, but, you know, science type related jobs, tech stuff, like just endless things. You can find a job there through, you know, private schools, public schools, anything. But that being said, I'm gonna finish my drive to work, but I highly recommend that you check out the video, or the story. Yeah, I can't go into any, like, I can't express any more, like, how important it is for your conduct and your just like your attitude when you come to Japan. Like, you know, don't be immature and don't be a child. That's pretty much all I got to say. But anyways, I'm going to finish driving to work. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you later. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions or shortcuts to work, let me know. Holy cow, traffic. See, this is the problem. If I leave too early, then traffic going into the power plant, like, is insane. Yo, this dude's going to try to pass on... Yeah, nope, he's not going to do it. This guy almost tried to, like, jump the line so he could, like, turn early, but he would have had to drive on the wrong side of the road for, like, a good deal, and he decided against it, which is good. Anywho, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace. Bye. Later.